But you already know it's Richdiet Podcast, the platform that enriches the culture. We back with another one. I'm your host, Aaron Bills.
Zico, you already know.
You already know we cooking up. We're heading up to the moon with this one, man. We got a special, talented brother here, man. This guy's been making waves with his new album, Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? His whole pioneering to the rap, hip-hop community. You know what I mean? Just shaking up stages left, right. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the podcast. Jovi.
Appreciate you, man. Honestly, I appreciate you.
Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Yes. I always felt, I always mess people's names up when you know what I'm saying? Sometimes
I'm not great at names either, but yo, I appreciate it. You got my name right.
Welcome to the podcast, man. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm in good energy. We're having some good weather today, so I'm really blessed for that, man.
Can't go wrong. It's about time, bro.
Damn, Toronto.
Toronto's been like a igloo, man.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute the sun is shining, and the next we're like back to wearing bubble coats.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You don't know what to wear when you live in Toronto.
I always wear shorts. You guys always
But that's what I've been noticing. I'm
minus
seeing that.
10. I don't care. Minus 15.
I see the
shorts.
homies with Monclizzi's on the top and they're wearing shorts on the bottom.
Hell
I'm like,
yeah.
That's wild.
This is crazy.
That's wild. That's only Toronto shit. You
bio-
wear
Only
Toronto,
wearing
facts,
shorts at the
big
bottom.
facts.
You have to.
For sure.
For sure.
I'm tired
for
of this.
sure.
I'm hot one time, cold this time. Just
I mean,
neutral.
it's Toronto, bro. It's like, you know, we are living in a 4-season country, bro. We don't get, you know what I mean, the luxury to enjoy a hot summer Florida weather type of thing, you know what I mean? So we got to take it for what it is. And today is a hot one, so, you know, we outside, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Big
true,
facts, man. Until September, because, you know, it's always around September it starts to kick in and get, like, extra
breezy,
cold.
yeah.
After Carabana, you're like, all right, man, I wore my shorts the last time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go downstairs,
for
grab
real.
all the winter coats,
All
the
that
fall
shit.
clothes.
Big facts.
What's one public holiday that it just like in Toronto you have to experience or like for
Honestly,
you personally?
I like Canada Day.
Canada Day.
Because going by the water and everything and getting to see the fireworks sometimes.
okay.
July
That can be
1st.
pretty dope,
Richdiet
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
bad, man. It's an opportunity to chill with the family and have barbecues. But for most part, you'll go to like the bluffs.
Yeah,
if you're in
yeah.
Toronto, you'll go near the lake shore.
Yeah.
You'll chill with the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got the
yeah.
fireworks and all of that. So I
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
That's fair,
Canada
that's
Day
fair.
is a vibe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a perfect summer day too when you
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
it on July 1st.
Yeah, but like the crazy part is those, I guess I can say this correctly now, crash outs, right? That come out on those days and they start shooting Roman candles in the crowd.
Oh
man,
yeah, the
honestly.
fireworks.
Yo,
Yeah.
If I ever had to bring my kids and I ever experienced it, I promise you I'm going to jail. I promise you I'm going to jail. I don't.
say
I'll beat up a cop just to do it, just to solidify the whole thing. Like
I know, bro. But
Honestly,
like, bro,
man.
when these kids are like laying up the fireworks and they're like, that's why I don't go to Woodbine. I don't go to like,
Nah.
you know,
After a certain time when it starts getting a little dark, you're like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Listen, don't get me wrong. We used to be those kids in my building where I grew up.
Yeah.
Shoot firecrackers at each other. We'd have
Yeah.
Roman candle wars, cherry bombs, everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But not in a group of people that have nothing to do with it. Go to the park with you and your friends
Exactly.
and play Roman candle, tag,
Exactly.
whatever you want to call it, but not in the crowds.
Not
man.
in the
That
crowd, no.
shit's...
It's dangerous, bro, and it's ruining the whole Canada experience. It's like,
Yeah,
why cause some fuckery?
It used to be about like, you're right, it was about like friends and stuff. Now like they're just doing them at anyone.
Yeah.
And harming kids, like you
That's what
said,
I'm
bring a little
saying.
family outside. The ones who want to see the sparklers and stuff, and
Yeah.
now they got to be ducking shots.
Yeah.
crazy.
Gotta
Shit,
duck some
man.
shots.
I'll shoot
man.
not to miss either. So
Head tops, right?
I'm telling you, all day long. I don't care if I get hit.
Just gotta wear a hoodie, man. Nah.
You just gotta wear a
That
hoodie.
was old school, man. We'd wear a
Yeah.
hoodie on those
Wear a
days.
hoodie so you don't
Hoodie,
get
some
that burn.
sunglasses, just so I don't get in the eye. I'm good. Hit me in the face. I don't
Damn.
care.
What about you? What's your favorite holiday
Oh.
for like being a Canadian?
I would have to say now that I got older, even though I don't celebrate it as like I guess like a regular person, but Christmas.
Christmas. Okay.
Reason being is because I usually go on vacation at that time.
Mm.
That's
So it's kind of
something to look
Yeah,
forward to.
yeah.
Forward
It's
to
like,
after all the hard work, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess second to that would be my birthday.
Okay.
Even though it's not an actual holiday, it's my holiday.
It's your
I
holiday,
take
man.
it
You know what I'm
off,
saying?
This guy say his birthday's a holiday.
It is a holiday. I take it off. I make sure to
Celebration,
go,
full circle
yeah.
moment, right? Once
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
And the older I get, like the older I got, I started realizing I should do something for my birthday. So hence my little camping event that I do every
Dope.
year.
Yeah, no, that's
you
a
know?
vibe.
So yeah, that's
Christmas
my
Day.
holiday.
For me personally, I'd say
Yeah.
is usually Thanksgiving because it's like
Okay.
mid-October.
Yeah.
So you still kind of go out, still kind of enjoy that little
Fair,
fall,
yeah, yeah.
wear
That's
a
true.
hoodie.
And you get to eat.
And then you get to eat,
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
to be with the fam. And then, if I want to feel like, I didn't enjoy it, I wait till American Thanksgiving and celebrate that too. You feel me?
Yo, you might go to a party that weekend. I don't
Yeah.
know lie, man.
You know what I'm
Thanksgiving
saying?
week,
Exactly.
you got a little time. You're like, yo, you going to that party?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's actually a good holiday.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
It's
is.
a good one. You
For
give
sure.
thanks.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
give thanks.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
man,
sir.
that's
Yes, sir.
hilarious. That's
So,
hilarious.
let's dive into your artistry profession, bro. At what point did you realize that you wanted to make music, and what ignited that fire in you?
All right, man. Honestly, it was just like watching much music. At one point in time, I was really on to
Shout out
watching
to
much
Much
music.
Music.
I grew up in Scarborough, so we would see much music and hear about like Maestro Fresh West and all
Yeah.
these connections.
He's
Then
popular
Chocolate
right now.
and Socrates and stuff like that. So I'm just like, yo, what is this? I really got into it from that, man. Really just watching first Much Music and then being like, yo, the source of Double XL magazines and kind of getting engulfed in it.
Yeah.
You want to get the exclusive gear. And in Canada,
Yeah.
it was like hard to get shit. So you're like, yo, how can I get this stuff? So hip hop culture is always something that I've been interested in since I was a child. Man. And I started like little battles. I would like battle on blocks or go to high schools or junior highs and be like, yo, you're nice. Let me go against you, right? So you build a little reputation that way. And just kind of formulated into that. And
Sick.
yeah. Did my
Speaking
thing.
of battles, have you? This is probably I don't know if it's still around, but King of the Dot. Have you ever been to a King of the Dot?
No, I haven't been to a King of the
have
Dot,
you
but I
been?
know the energy.
I've heard of that.
man.
Yeah.
Man.
Drake used to talk about that.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
I used to watch it, religiously on YouTube. So every day when the next
Episode
video
came
came
out,
out,
yeah.
I'm there like ready. Yo, who's battling next? You know?
Yo, that shit is an art,
Yo,
man. When you see how they do it and
crazy.
formulate their words, it's just like
On the
when you
fly.
see the words
Yeah.
in poetry and motion, it's just like, yo, it's really complex, man.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is, it is.
I know
It's-
some
it's
of
a
them have it
talent.
like,
Yes,
I think some of them have
definitely.
it like pre-written what they're gonna say,
Yeah.
and then they kind of tweak it to the day of, right? But then there's like ones where like they'll come up with some banger lines, and you're like, nah, there's no way he just came out with that, because how would he have known what he just said? He couldn't
Yeah,
predetermine,
Exactly.
right? Or
Very
pre-know what he
impromptu,
knew.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
for sure.
crazy. Like you have to give those guys credit, man.
Yeah, you
For
got
sure,
to. You
man.
got to. You
Yeah.
got to. You ever watch those? What's it called? Smack DVD.
Hell yeah, man. Smack was really
Smack.
something that was
That
big,
was,
man.
I think that was
That was like
similar
the
to King
American
of the Dot.
version,
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
It was basically like a snowball effect because the
Yeah.
Smack thing made like King of the Dot come into the city
Yes,
and like
yes.
it was necessary because
Yeah.
there's a lot of talent in the city and that's a good way to kind of
Yeah,
showcase
yeah.
yourself, you know?
Yeah,
for sure, man.
Who's a artist from the city that you kind of resonated a lot with in your coming up days that you like?
Honestly, man, the first artist I would say that was kind of like on a wave was like Chaos.
Chaos.
And when I say Chaos,
Okay.
it was not necessarily like for the bars, but the whole layout. Like he
Yeah.
had like the singing, then he had the bars, and he put it together.
And had some melodies.
Yeah, like from Toronto, we're used to like the
Melodies,
stuff
yeah.
and the rap stuff. So like when I think about Drake, the first person I think of is like Socrates and Chaos because they were always singing. They have like
Yeah.
records where they're like all singing. Then they have records where they're like mixing it up. So I was like, yo, Chaos was first like
Right.
one of the
Sick.
guys
That's
that kind of stood out
That's
to
an
me.
honorable mention right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, for
Chaos,
sure, for
Big
sure.
up to Chaos.
Yeah, man.
for
I
sure.
still bump one of his tracks like when it's Saturday night. I'm like, every day it's Saturday
Yo,
night.
it's hella catchy,
but I
right?
can't wait to
Yeah.
Sunday morning. Like I love that joint.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
It's
when
like
you know
my
you're
cleaning
winning, man.
song. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. That's when you know you're winning. When you make a record where you can remember it
Oh,
like
for
10 years
sure.
later and
Yeah.
be like, yo, I could still find myself playing that. That's great.
Yeah. What about you? Which like artists would you say resonate a lot with you
Man,
coming out of the city?
I want to say Cardinal Official.
That's big,
yeah?
To be honest, yeah, like
From the
he's the
Tito.
one he's the one I remember the most. I remember Chaclair, but not as much as I do Cardinal.
Cardinal
yeah.
been putting on for a long time,
him,
man.
and then there was another female. I can't
Nelly
remember.
Furtado?
No,
Nelly was a
Mishimi?
big one.
who?
Mishimi?
No, there was another one that was coming up with. I think it was Cardinal at the time.
Tara Chase? That was another rapper that was from Toronto. She was dope,
Damn,
man.
I'm gonna remember it after the show, but
Yeah.
it was there was another female artist that I was like, yo, she kind of go places. It was almost like a Mary J. Blige, but oh man,
Julie Black.
Yeah,
you're
there
talking
you
about
go,
Julie.
Julie
Right away when you
Black.
said that, I
That's
just thought
it.
about Julie
That's
Black.
it.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Julie Black, man.
Yeah, her.
She's still killing it, man.
Yeah,
She's still killing it?
Yes.
And I know we were talking about him earlier because we were talking about mutual friends, but Paige.
Shout out to Paige.
Shout out
Bro,
to Big
like,
Paige. Yeah.
When I first heard him and Drake feature on that song, I was like,
I'm so fly.
yeah. I'm like, he's got to be going places.
Yo,
Yeah.
man, honestly, very talented. Shout out to Paige.
Yeah,
and shout
man.
out to
Yeah,
Gideon, man. Those are my
man.
homies right there.
Like
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, those are my
Honorable mention for
Yours.
me, K9.
okay.
All
Because
right, all right.
I'm have my little Somalian side, so I gotta say that.
You got a big
yeah.
song.
To
That
the
Waving
audience.
Flag
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fucking-
Bro, that
Yeah.
song,
was huge.
what the World Cup? That shit was played in the
Yeah.
World Cup, bro.
Yeah.
And you know he put on for all the East Africans. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
You know what's
you kick down
crazy?
that door.
You say that is like, I just thought of like how we don't actually realize how big we were as Toronto before even Drake.
Before,
Weeknd,
bro.
Yeah.
before, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but like
for real.
all these all these greats out of Toronto, they all were throwing darts on the
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the,
Exactly,
on the-
they helped.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
all were throwing darts until Drake
Yeah.
came and pinned that
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah,
down, you know,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
was
Yeah,
like, all
so
right,
I would
Toronto's
say
on the
that. I
map.
would
So
say that
true.
100%.
Everybody was throwing that dart, and it
Yeah.
stuck. And then like, yo, K9,
yeah.
Master Fresh, Cardinal, all these guys, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Page, everybody
yeah.
did their thing, you know what I'm saying?
It kind of has to be like that, though. You know, artists have
Yeah.
to kind of see like someone do it first, and then
Yeah.
kind of get their groove from that, seeing that
Yeah,
whole.
yeah.
Oh, I'm inspired to because I saw you do it. Let me do it.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
important,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
We need
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's kind of
100%.
like that quote by I think it's a Bill Gates quote where he said like the best way to win in life is when you take an invention and you innovate it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
take an
like how he
invention.
stole Microsoft.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he did. But
That's
he did it
why it's his
with
quote.
better marketing. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really what changed the game. Is like Drake and those guys had the chance to market it a little better. Unfortunately, like coming up early for those other guys, they just didn't have that. A lot of that was DIY grassroots, having to come out of their own pocket
Yeah.
and make those connections.
Yeah, that was pre-social
Yeah,
media time,
exactly,
right? So it's
right?
like,
Yeah.
imagine the
Yeah.
legwork they had to do to the CDs, the
Yeah.
USBs, the parties,
radio
I
station.
think about
And
that
the-
stuff all the time. Because what
Yeah.
if Toronto had like a Dat Piff? Dat Piff was a huge mixtape
mixtape,
website
yeah.
where you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
download stuff. If we had the opportunity to have that,
Yeah,
we
that's
probably
true.
could have been a little further ourselves too.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So what initiatives or steps you take in order for you to like get your music out there and get fans to kind of be
Honestly,
like,
man,
yo.
that's why I'm on the Richdiet Podcast right now. You know what I mean? Shameless plug.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I
Let's
gotta
go,
shout it
let's
out.
go, let's
But yeah,
go.
getting an opportunity to talk to people through radio and getting out there, because I'm doing it a little different. I actually put my project strictly on Bandcamp. So like everybody's probably asking me like why it's not on Spotify. And the
Yeah.
reason why I decided to do that was simply so I can garner the information, because the information is important. If I know homie who lives in Nebraska reached out to me, I could reach back to him, send him something free, or let him know something's coming in his town. Unfortunately, like with DSPs, they get the numbers, but we don't have the information. And more important is the information for an artist that's independent. If I know like I have 1,000, if I have a database of 1,000 people, I can turn something over from that because I know who they are. Now the thing is, when you're on DSPs, you'll have like hundreds of thousands, but you don't know them.
know. Yeah,
So you don't get an opportunity. But what they do, Spotify and Apple, is they sell that information to companies and corporations.
Oh, okay.
So like you'll hear ads that you'll be like, yo, how come I'm listening to this ad
Interesting.
right now, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's all kind of
Smart.
like plotted that way. So the information is definitely important.
True. So you realize that Bandcamp is a good kind of alternative.
Yeah, it's a
way
great
to-
start
to-
because it
to
builds
store-
trust.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay,
But you wouldn't do it simultaneously with Spotify? Or
No,
are you
I plan
doing-
on doing it.
Okay,
but
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing is just trying to start it off generally through Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And then what it is I have a turnover, or I do it for a few months through Bandcamp.
Right.
Then I'll go on to the DSPs and still garner the information, but it's like another rollout. So what I've been
Right.
doing now is just this rollout to build attention to what I'm doing.
True,
And then
Right.
a couple months down the line, I'll have that on DSPs, and I'll do another rollout with more information, just so that people kind of see that it's consistent.
Right,
Because you
right,
know,
right.
in the industry right now, it's like guys will just drop one song, and then it's like,
That's
oh
it.
yeah, my next song's coming up next week. It's like you gotta work the project, you gotta work the music.
Right.
It
Yeah,
used
you
to be
gotta-
like
you
that,
gotta
right?
know how to market that shit.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Right,
And I'm
right.
learning that as I go, man.
True,
Yeah,
true
that's
that,
smart,
true that,
that's
true that.
smart.
And the project titled Airbnb.
Yeah.
What is that like? What does that mean?
Yeah, well, it's an acronym for Artist in Residence, so AIR, and then
AIR.
B&B is Built Never Bought. So basically, me and my
It's-
boy.
Sorry, not to cut you off. It's not the short-term lease house that you rent, right?
Nah.
Airbnb?
It has nothing to do with the house that
But-
you rent, but thank you for that.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna ask after that. Now that you brought it up, have you? There's no copyright issues with that.
No, because
the
what
way
it
you-
was simply just to market it as the title of the song. It's not the name of the our group or
Right,
anything.
okay.
Airbnb essentially was just an acronym, Artist in Residence, Built Never Bought. So you can just say Artist in Residence, Built Never Bought if you want. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Okay. So I got.
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
got
but
you.
I
Yeah,
created
yeah,
it as like a mental getaway. So the whole project was inspired by like working with this one producer for a long time, and I'd lock in with him. So I feel like, yo, I'm an artist in residence with him. His name is Blind Vibrations.
Sick.
Yeah.
And like we just knocked out mad records. Then I was like, yo, I feel like I'm an artist in residence here because every time I come, we knock something out. So we
Yeah.
put that together
Yeah.
like that. And the Built Never Bought was just like, you know, sometimes people just think that you can just throw money at problems or throw money at things and think that it's going to like be the main solution.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if it's not quality, no matter what you do, no one will like be attracted to it.
Yeah.
So like Built Never Bought is really like the standard
like
of
that.
like the music I'm making.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And when does the project? Is the project out?
Yeah, it's already out, man. It's already out. It's at Bandcamp. I can give the URL right now. It's airheadrecordings.bandcamp.com.
I seen the project. It looks dope.
Yeah.
I like even like the artist like visual behind it. Like
Thank
you
you,
guys
man.
doing it like around some nature, around the house, around
Something
the,
different. Yeah.
something different than
Yeah.
the typical.
Yeah.
Let me rent an Airbnb
One
and get Henny bottles.
Yeah.
You know.
We need the creativity, man. Honestly, we need the dudes chilling in the Airbnb with the bottles, and we need the sustenance.
Also, you say you
Yeah.
need both.
Yeah, we have to. We have to coexist because that's what the
Yeah.
culture is, right?
That's what the
You're
culture-
right, but from my perspective as a videographer and
Okay.
a
Yeah.
consumer, yeah, you're right. Is that it's overplayed.
Oh, for sure.
Right? It's but now what else can you do?
Yeah.
Right.
Show us that other side of you. Like
So-
if let's say you had a video out and one was you were showing your side of a rapper saying, you know, this is the hood side of you, and then you come out with, you know, the Airbnb's version of it and
Yeah.
you're showing more creative stuff. Like it's not just about this, it's
Like
this
you're
too,
walking around
and
like
this.
in the rural
Yeah.
area,
Yeah.
You know,
around
like,
mountains and stuff like that.
That's different.
We need it, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
I'm fortunate. I had mentorship, right?
Yeah.
So like I had like other artists help me and tell me like this is what you should do.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, you're gonna listen to yourself. So you're gonna hear little tidbits of information from people.
Yeah.
But like
killed
I was helpful for that
Yeah.
because it gave me a reference.
Yeah,
And a lot
yeah.
of the guys out here, they're creating something. They don't have a point of reference. Like if you go too deep with the YNs, they're like, yo, who is that? And it could be like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's the problem sometimes. It's just
Yeah.
like you need a little bit of mentorship. So you're right in terms of like it can be one-sided oftentimes. Is like they show the cash bricks, but
Yeah.
let's show the stories. Let's tell the
Yeah,
stories.
Let's tell the
They're
stories.
talking real ish on their songs too,
100%.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
like,
talking real
100%.
shit,
Yeah.
bro.
The lyrics match the visuals. It's
Right.
just show a different side of you,
Right,
right?
right.
That's
But
what
what
will
if
bring it
that's
to the
what
next
if that's
level.
all they know though? So like they can't
That's it
really have
too.
the other side of them. Then.
Okay, so I'll give you an
Then
example. Boondog, right?
Yeah.
I love what he's doing
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of he's keeping it hood, but he's still going out. He's going to Dubai. He's, he's giving back.
because he can afford to do that.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's like you're just limiting yourself. So that's
True.
what puts Boondog at a different level and a category than all the other hood rappers,
true,
right?
true.
So that's what I'm trying to say is like, move up.
But I feel like that
Right.
comes with maturity and a bit of experience and a little bit of money,
yeah,
for sure.
and
And
mentorship,
accessibility
for sure.
and mentorship.
For sure.
I get it.
Right?
But it's like you said, you see other people are doing it. Let me try to do it because I can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, if you're seeing that, be innovative. Now think about
Right.
what the next step is, right?
True.
Otherwise, just quit. Like
True,
it's
true.
with anything.
Well, that's how I feel about it. Just like sometimes, unfortunately, like that's their own voice. So sometimes they need to build at that, and unfortunately, they may get stuck in that for a little while.
That's what I'm saying.
But eventually, some will come out of it because
Yeah.
this culture thing, you're gonna spend. From what I can see, you're always gonna spend more money than you get in the initial beginning.
Right.
So a lot of these guys, I commend them for investing in themselves. But I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, they don't understand, like, they can be so much bigger.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of it in the head, man. It's a lot in
a
the
lot
head.
of it is
you
in
know
the
what I
head,
mean?
the peers too. They're like,
NBA
you know,
young boy, they're seeing,
Yeah,
like, guys
yeah.
who are just in their crib chilling.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
you could be like that. But
Yeah.
he has hundreds of records. So the difference is,
That's
NBA
my
young boy
point.
can do that because
Yes.
he's built up and
Yes.
amassed a catalog. So
It's like
guys should
Chief
aspire
Keef.
to that.
When Chief Keef came
for
out and he had the
facts.
300 song, bro, he had
Yeah.
like 300 songs.
Yeah.
Literally that he put out that no
Yo.
one listened to, and that one song hit, and then all of a sudden it just started spiraling.
So
right?
here's a
Big
good
facts.
question.
Yeah.
What do you think is more important in making music?
Okay.
Quantity or quality?
Quality. But because of the fact that things have changed, I understand the pressure for a lot of the guys to feel like they got to put out more records. As an artist in development, though, I think you should not be afraid to put out stuff and make duds.
Yeah.
Because that's an important part of like the whole process is like,
Yeah.
don't overthink it. So I
Yeah.
like the fact that guys would be like, yo, I'm going to go in there. They'll do like a 2-track mix.
Yeah.
Shit doesn't sound good, but
Yeah.
they
But
just
it's-
have the heart.
Yeah.
You know
Put
what
it
I
out.
mean?
Yeah.
Well, that was the case of like Gucci Man and Future in the beginning.
Big facts.
Future till today,
Yeah.
bro,
he
he
don't
dropped
care.
3 albums last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
and each album was like 30 songs a pop. So he's like
Yo,
90
exactly.
songs in 1 year,
Yeah.
dog.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
Crazy.
then again, it's like some of them are mid, some of them are
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Some of them
So
are mid, some of them
Yeah.
are fire.
Yeah,
man. And
so-
you need that comparison, man. Like,
yeah,
in all
but I
growth.
feel like it also depends on the type of artist you are, though, right?
Big facts,
How you
big
want to
facts.
be
Too.
perceived, you know?
for sure.
Right? Because
Yeah.
some
You
artists,
got Outkast on your shirt, and that's the first thing I thought about is like these two guys are like legends, bro.
Yeah.
legends, bro. I wore this for a reason, bro.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
are
yeah,
only
man.
rock
Like,
legends,
sure.
bro.
Yeah, so I was thinking about Three Stacks is so different. He dropped the piano album like just before the Met Gala.
Yeah.
It's only him playing the piano, right?
And
I'm
he's
just
wearing
like,
the piano on the
yeah,
on
and I'm
his
just
jacket.
like, yo,
I
what is
seen
this?
that, yeah.
But you see, that's what you were talking about in terms of growth and evolution.
Right.
Yeah.
He's been able to do that, but only because he sold like 10 million records. So it's like
Yeah.
freedom, right?
But how did
Freedom.
he get there, right? He
Yeah,
kept
it's true. It's the
leveling
heart.
up.
Yeah,
You
it's the
have
want.
to
You
keep
have to, you
going.
have to,
Yeah, you
have
have
to.
to
Have
want
to.
that. You do.
Yeah, you
100%.
gotta have that hunger in you to
Yeah.
really get it.
100%.
Like,
bro.
Absolutely.
You gotta be a studio rat, which
Yeah.
is like that's a term a lot of people
Yeah, yeah.
kind of like read it. Like they think, oh, studio rat. Like I don't need to be in the
Yeah.
studio every night. No, you
Yeah.
need to be in the lab every
Yeah, yeah.
fucking night.
Yeah,
Like, grinding,
100%.
pumping out songs.
But that's the problem
100%.
sometimes. I feel like, keeping it real or being in the studio. So a lot of guys are like, who rap, they're like, yo, I don't rap. But I'm in the studio spending all this money. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a oxymoron because you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to put in the
Yeah.
work. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
even when we see Gucci or Jeezy and those guys, when they were doing their crazy runs, those guys were living in the studio.
Yeah.
And they're invested. They weren't necessarily rappers, but they were
they were-
invested
yeah,
in
they were-
doing something. Like, if they were going to sell used cars, they're going to sell the shit out of those used cars. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Facts,
If it was
facts.
lemonade, they're going to sell the shit out of the lemonade. It just,
Yep.
it is what it is. They just knew what they had with product and pushed it.
Bro,
Yeah,
the
100%.
experience I seen from that was when I was in LA with 11. Shout out 11. We were in the Bad Boy studio, and it's probably like 9 o'clock in the morning because we went in to go do some filming stuff. We opened the door, and there's literally a man sleeping in the studio, and we're like, yo, you weren't. And we seen him last night from like 8 p.m. So he stayed the whole
night.
night in the studio,
Dedication.
just banging out songs or whatever he was doing till he was like passed out. Then he woke up and he's like, shit. It's like, I gotta get back to this, and just
Yeah, and that shows dedication. It's like
Dedication.
that's real studio rats right there. And
Yeah.
those are the people that really like, you know, like break
hopefully
that.
he went somewhere.
I hope so
don't know
too,
where he
right?
went.
Man, like,
Right,
yo,
but-
Kobe's my favorite basketball player simply because of his dedication. He just was
course.
willing to outwork
Yep.
everyone.
Yep.
And it's just like, it was for him. It wasn't for anyone else. You know what I mean? During the
Yep.
Olympic Games, he's still training. Where everybody else is like, let's go
Yeah.
party. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I got to wake up at 4 o'clock
I'm-
and train.
Yeah.
And one
That's
major
crazy.
one major artist that actually is like that was a studio rat, Tory Lanez.
Oh, 100%. Shout out to
But
Tory,
even
bro.
Yeah.
shout out to Tory, and even just the fact that he dropped an album that was recorded in prison.
Bro,
Yo,
nuts.
no
like that-
excuses, right?
No
None.
excuses, bro.
None.
No excuses,
None.
nah.
Crazy.
None.
Did you hear what just happened?
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, I hope he's well. I
He
hope
got
that
stabbed
he's,
up in prison.
Man. I hope
Crazy,
he's well,
bro.
man. You know what I mean?
Bro, who's
It's not
stabbing
easy.
Tory Lanez though? Like,
I don't get it, man.
Who wants to stab
Free
Tory
the guys,
Lanez?
man. Free the guys. He just needs to be out
Damn.
and back to making music
That's
and back with his
crazy,
family,
bro.
man. 100.
Yeah.
And he's not in like state county or anything. He's in prison.
He's really out there, man.
Big
and
pen.
you know what, man? I gotta respect the man who's taking his time and understands, like, yo, during the challenges, he's still going in like general pop, which is
Yeah.
like, you know, slang for general population. So he's amongst people who've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
He could have been
He's
in
with lifers.
protective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been in protective. He's an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he decided not
but
to.
The whole conspiracy is that they wouldn't protect him because if he didn't sign with whatever, or Jay-Z or Rockefeller or whatever.
Rockefeller.
Man, honestly, I
So
don't
they're
even
not
know
gonna
what's
I don't know.
protect
That's
him.
politics right there too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So it's like, why would they protect him?
I don't
It's
know, man.
unfortunate.
I just know that he was a man of honor to say, yo, I'm not going to protective custody because he knows that that could be a tarnishment on his his
sure,
rep, his
for
brand.
sure.
That's what I'm
For him to
saying.
stand up, he
That's
understood
another,
that.
but
He
that's another
understood that.
stigma too, right? In the urban community, it's like you go to jail,
Yeah,
you know you a high profile person. It's like you like want to keep your rep clean or like you know look tough. You
Yeah.
can't go to PC.
Yeah.
You have to stay in GP.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that okay?
It's a difficult dichotomy for people of color in America who make music. Because,
Yeah.
like, same with Wayne. Wayne went to jail when he got caught up with that whole
the
situation with Ja
handgun.
Rule.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, he did real time, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
to go and say, okay, I know I could be protective custody because I am an asset. And that's the
Yeah.
thing. I bring a lot of millions to a company. So the thing I kind of wonder, like, with, like, Tory, and sadly, is just like, yeah, he still should be protected, even if he's in Gen
For
Pop.
sure.
You know, you got to be
Sure.
protected anyway,
Yeah,
man.
man.
He's definitely a treasure to Toronto, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
that
it's
album is
100%.
super fire.
Super
That's
fire.
on
Yeah, it's
repeat,
fire, bro. Like,
Yeah.
all day long.
one of the homies that we interviewed here, his
Yeah,
name is
yeah.
Young Dave Bangan. He's
Yeah.
a producer. He had like 3 beat placements on that album.
Yeah.
oh, that's sick,
Yeah,
man. Yo,
he's-
shout out to the bro Yoko Gold too. That's
Bro,
your
that's
bro.
my
Like,
guy.
That's my guy too.
We,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah, yeah.
literally
Yoko's
about
a
to
real
get
cool
one
guy,
in.
man.
We've been,
Shout out to Yoko. For
yeah, I've been chopping it up with Yoko. We gonna get one in too. That's in the
dope,
process
dope,
too.
dope.
You know.
Super talented, man.
Yeah, bro,
Super,
mad
super
talented. I was
man.
talk about Labra. I was in the studio with this guy. He's in that bitch for like 3 days.
Yeah.
He don't
straight.
play, man.
I
And yo-
literally was like, I'm going home. I gotta call him the next day. Oh, he's still there. I'm like, fuck. I'll pull up again. It was like a whole nother
His
24
process
hours.
will inspire the shit
Yeah.
out of you, bro.
Damn.
Honestly, it will.
in there. He's
It will
in
really inspire
that's
you, man.
awesome.
He's
That's
nice
awesome.
with the words.
Yeah, he's in it to win it. So how you think is important as an artist to market yourself? Would you prefer to be independent or have the machine behind you?
I think that you should build up first your cachet. So because the business is predatory, like you got to make sure that you build your cachet first.
I like that.
Build the numbers, build the audience, build something for yourself. And then definitely if you have an opportunity to make a move with a major, do it. You know what I mean? If you can use both, a great example of a indie major is a guy like Larry June. He's on
Yeah, I rock with Larry.
He's
June.
on Empire, but he has a great team. So like he established himself first, and then when
yeah.
you have the wheel of people who can get you internationally known, because we want to get the international market as much as we want to get North America. We want to be played in Paris, England, Japan, Australia. You know what I mean? So like you can't do that within the North American reach. So eventually it would be smart if you've built your cachet to do that. But some artists, I get it if they're like, yo, they're offering me $1 million and I won't see it again. Yo, if you feel you can run with that gamble, do it. I never tell no one not to do it, bro.
Yeah, but it's not like you got to pay that back.
You got to
If
pay
don't
it back, but some of these guys, they learn the finesse, man. They learn the finesse, you know what I mean? They take that
Yeah.
money, they flip it, put it into a business. Do something outside of music. And I would tell any artist, like, if you get a chance to get some real income from this, don't just invest it into music. Don't like just expand the label. Do like some businesses outside.
Yeah,
man.
just don't go buy luxury cars and bust down
Super
watches.
chains, yo, bro.
Go buy the whole gang, 32
Lack of
chains.
value is what that is.
Steps off the lot, done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's true. No, one person I really praise all the time is Nipsey, man. Just be even
100.
building his brand,
R.I.P..
RIP. You know what I'm saying? Like independently until he got to which little machine was behind him afterwards.
I can't remember.
I think
the
it was
label. Atlantic, wasn't it?
Atlantic.
I think so.
Atlantic,
It was
yeah.
Atlantic.
But he
Yeah.
was
Was it Atlantic?
bro. Off the rip,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was independent for like the first like maybe 10 years of his career, bro.
10 years, like almost 20 years of
Yeah,
his
man.
career,
There
bro.
you go. But like you selling
Damn.
CDs, doing the whole
Yeah.
thing. You know, even Jay-Z supported him, buying 100 copies,
Yeah, but
like 1,000
see,
copies.
This is where I get like I don't really like Jay-Z.
Oh no.
Why?
No, because of that reason too. When I first heard that you bought 100 copies.
No, 1,000
Or what?
copies.
He bought
At 100
100,000. You could buy it a million.
He
copies.
bought 1,000 copies at $100 a pop.
Sure.
So it's 10,000.
No problem, right? My thing is, why are you buying all? Bro, take the guy and bring him to this level. Like, bring him to the next level. What's wrong? Like, why?
I mean, I feel like Jay-Z already knew this guy was mad talented, that he's gonna be there, that he's gonna get to that level
Yeah.
regardless. But for him to just like buy that, it shows like, yo, Jay-Z really rock. And Jay-Z name holds a lot of weight. So if
sure.
Jay-Z was to support you any kind of way, bro, you could use it as leverage
I think
in
Nipsey
your next
just kind of
meeting.
knew that he wanted it his way. So like even
Yes.
the fact that Hov bought the CDs from him or whatever, or bought the copies,
Yeah.
it was just kind of like thank you, because he knows that he has to call the terms the way he wants to call them. So I feel like if he had gone into a bigger thing than himself, it's easy to be overshadowed.
Yeah,
because there's
right.
already this machine in place that says you have to wait. You have to do this. You can't drop when you want to. So the freedom or the autonomy as an artist,
Yeah.
that's what you have to
Okay,
do.
you
You
got-
have to,
okay,
yeah, as an
I'll give it to
independent,
you. You guys
that's what it
convinced
is.
me.
It gives you the thing, I'm going to
Yeah.
drop something tomorrow. I'm going to do something anytime I want. I
Fair
want to do a
enough, fair
pop-up
enough.
show. Whereas logistics with the business, they're like, no, we need like 6 months.
Yeah,
we have to do the
okay.
research, R&D. Like, it's fucked up, yo.
It's fucked up. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't make the calls like that.
But still, fuck. It took him way too long to get to where he had to get to, and then they.
That was the
Dickhead
saddest
killed
part.
him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that was-
man.
that
His
was-
death is
oh.
a real.
just-
Him and Dolph were the ones that really like hurt me, because
I'm
Dolph
telling
was
you.
another guy who was like independently gonna be huge. He was
facts.
already there, but the fact like someone took his life, and this guy was really like a
Anyone's
messenger for
life
the
for
streets.
that
for
matter,
sure,
you
the
know?
value
Like-
of a life is so important, right?
Bro,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Nipsey died, I'll never forget. I was
Yeah,
with
I
your
cried.
bro.
I cried.
Bro,
For
I
sure.
almost
Shed a
bro.
tear.
He was the only guy that I wanted to cry for, because I was like, yo, I was so close to meeting him, and then now that he's gone, I was like, yo, I can't even meet this
Yeah.
guy.
I know it's
His
bro.
videos, when you see all the videos of all the stuff he's talking, he's like, this guy was a messenger.
He's a legend,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Like he was
Legend.
meant to be here.
Yeah, he was
Yo, the
But
man
it-
has all his dead homies tatted on his back.
Yeah, it's
Did you see
real.
how big? You know how big that list is?
Yeah. He was a real one, bro.
crazy.
He was holding it down for his team too.
Yeah, and it's crazy. The guy that killed him, what's his name? Eric Garland or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Garner or something.
Gardner, yeah, he's a crash out. He was just like, like one of these like LA. Was he part of his old gang, LA Crips?
I think he was part
I
of
heard
the
he
same
was, like,
faction.
mentally, like,
Not well,
Nah,
right?
Well, whatever
Yeah.
the case is, like, it's the LA Crips. But isn't that a thing though? Like in the urban community where like the gang culture, they try to control things and so on. Remember we mentioned Big U.
Right.
You know what
yeah,
I'm
man.
saying?
I was saying like how Big U's not getting in all that trouble or
The
everything's coming
trouble.
back to him. And it's like all these things were happening for so many years, man. And like
He's just extorting everybody. Like
taking money from these people and saying, oh, yeah, you're giving to, they were saying it was a charitable donation.
Yeah.
But apparently he was taking from the charity. So he had ties
so
with
he
the
owned
government.
the charity.
Yeah, so the government were like helping him to like build the infrastructure in LA.
I'm gonna play
and he
devil's
got greedy.
advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. What's the difference between what he did and what corporations do?
Honestly, there's
with
nothing.
their charities.
But the problem was that the paper trail is he wasn't a corporation. So because he's
He
one
was a
person,
gang member,
yeah, and
bro.
he's taking this money out. So you're like, okay, you said you're going to do something. The government is holding him accountable.
Right.
We're going to give you $1 million, match whatever, do things with it. And they said that what he was doing was siphoning the money and spending it on himself. So that's the problem,
just
right?
did it
He could have finessed.
incorrectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody does it, right? Like in corporations, they budgets, expense accounts. Like,
Bro.
look at Trudeau, man. Before Trudeau exited, like, he was spending money on crazy shit. Like, he wasn't
going on $200,000 vacations.
But
A cottage for the
Crazy.
weekend, $200,000.
millions of dollars for nothing. Eating the best food, doing you know what I mean? But you know what? I can't knock it because he's not paying for it.
Yeah.
We're paying for it. So we're just like, oh, fuck, man. But if it was me, I'd be doing the same thing.
Exactly.
You know
I was
what
gonna
I
say,
mean?
if we were up there too, we'd be thinking about the
Caviar
same
and
thing.
champagne, right?
Yeah. So, but I have a crazy question for you. What
Yeah.
if you were out in LA, you know, you got a nigga like Big U trying to put you on as an artist?
Right.
Would you say okay to that?
It depends on the terms, man. And it depends on how I'm meeting. Because a lot of the times it's who your liaison is to meeting the guy. Because if I'm just the outsider and I'm meeting you, you are more prone to take advantage of me. But if I know you through the homie's homie, and I have a real relationship, he's probably going to be like, nah, I got to make sure this is facilitated properly.
True.
Yeah,
true,
because
true.
there's artists who've had great success with these guys. And who haven't. Like, for instance, a great guy like that is James Prince, right?
True.
He helped Drake. And, like, Jazz Prince were, like, really instrumental in Drake blowing up. So, like, there's guys who have these reputations where people are, like, terrified of them. But then when you get to know them, they're, like, straight cool guys who want to build and want to have long-term longevity. So it just depends on, like, the distance of separation.
The distance, who's really putting you on.
100%, bro. Because when you're too hungry, it's a wrap for you, bro.
Yeah. No, but if you ran into a guy like Suge Knight, that'd be a different story.
Yo, man.
Suge Knight will toss you over the roof and be like, "You better sign this."
Yeah.
That's what he did to Vanilla Ice.
Yo, honestly, man.
Oh, that's what he did to him.
Yeah, bro, he hung them off the roof and he was literally about to toss him over. And told him, if you don't sign the death row, you finna die right now.
So Vanilla Ice is signed to death row.
Bro, Vanilla Ice
Baby
had the hottest song in the 90s.
Man.
Ice Baby.
What?
And bro,
isn't he Canadian too?
Bro,
Nah,
he's not. He's American.
Oh no,
from
who's
Florida.
the guy from Canada?
Snow actually went platinum. He's big, man.
Not
Snow went big.
Snow.
Yeah, I know. Snow. The one that goes, what did he say?
Yeah, that was a
My
banger.
thing though, when you see guys like Suge was also brilliant. The problem is the hard body tactics, the thuggery, it's what kind of takes away from all the greatness. Because he had Snoop, Dre, Pac, all these guys, legendary albums.
Yeah.
But it's like, ego is a fucked up thing. Because what will happen is you start off hungry. When you're eating like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you're like, all right. But when you're eating Wagyu, you're like, yo, I'm the shit. Like, I can do anything.
Of course, everything changes.
Yeah, everything changes.
Yeah,
Suge Knight is one crazy
Crazy
nigga, bro. I'd stay away as far as possible from him.
Yeah.
If I was in the music industry, you know, that's wild, bro. But nah, that like those are the great examples, you know. Like Toronto, we don't really have that much of these kind of, you know, gang cultures and these leaders that kind of like oversee it. It's more like the Wild Wild West side. Everyone's just out there for themselves.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
But last week we lost someone, man. We lost Big Apple. Big Apple was very important to the city. I knew Big Apple through some associates. I know through Ghetto Concept, crew out of Rexdale. That's a classic, legendary rap group.
Yeah.
They were killing it. So anyways, I used to see Apple all the time. Apple had like the talk to inspire you, man. And he was doing little things. He would put on events. He's the reason why Wu-Tang came to Toronto.
Yep, in the 90s.
Had like clothing. He had a store.
He had a store.
So he kind of understood supply and demand. So like, if the one thing I can say is like, there are a couple of guys in the city that inspired us, but they just weren't able to take us to the full hurdle jump over. You know what I mean? So like, I've seen that in the city many times, and rest in peace, Apple, because Apple was definitely one of those guys who did that.
He was definitely like a prodigy in the city that
For sure,
made a big name in the hip hop culture. Cause I even seen like I'm like even as of recently when he died, and I seen people posting. I'm like, oh, I remember this guy. I remember he did this. I remember he had a shop over there. I remember those little DVDs that he was like that was selling, and it was on YouTube. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man,
Marketing, man, goes back to like really one of the first early marketers from Toronto who was actually everywhere. He was going like America, wherever you can go, he'd be, and he kind of knew everybody. So it's like, I think that's as important as being a musician now is your connections, like getting outside, talking to you guys.
Yeah.
You had that mixer a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
getting outside and seeing talent and getting a chance to like familiarize yourself with the new, young, upcoming. Because when you're trying to get to people who've already built their platform, it's like, fuck that. Like, they're already, like, I already worked hard. I don't need extra people on my wing. But when you see the guys who are hungry, you got to accept that and, like, look at that like, yo, let me take advantage of that.
Yeah, for sure. Damn.
Yeah, RIP to Big.
For
Big
sure.
Apple, for sure.
It's all good.
So what's in the works with you with the music and, you know, and the art, everything for the rest of the year?
Yeah, man, I have some other projects lined up. I'm going to be putting out some more stuff with Blind Vibrations.
Okay, dope.
I want to do more visuals. I think that with music, we can tell different stories. So from short film to actually publishing books and things of that nature. I think it's kind of a different way of doing it. Like you were talking about, is like doing it in creative ways. It's more memorable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's the thing we need. We need more memorable stuff, man. I love the hustle of the guys outside here doing their thing, but I don't think, like we talked about, it's guidance. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, they've kind of built themselves up so much that the ego just doesn't allow them to take constructive criticism. And that's the thing, like, you guys are here, and I'm pretty sure people give you criticism. You're like, yo,
all the time.
I'm going to listen to this and take it back to the crib and try to get better at what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the time. We get all types of criticism.
Yeah, all the time.
You need it.
And it's open criticism, right? It's like people always have one thing to say, and we're like, oh, that's not a bad angle to look at it. And we analyze and we think, okay, maybe we can add this. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Then, we add that. Does it level us up? It does. Perfect. Do the next thing. So we're always constantly trying to level up, right?
For sure.
Or sometimes we just say, fuck your shit. We don't give a fuck. We're going to do
the
what
thing
we
is,
do.
you guys get the objective. Sometimes when
I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
someone's giving you a feedback, it's kind of, it's subjective. It's what
it's
they feel.
subjective. Right. Yeah,
but
for
you
sure.
guys are like, the objective is we're going to do a great show. We're going to get it
right.
done. And this is how we're going to get it done.
Right.
So,
Facts.
you know what I mean? The subjective can sometimes be like blurry vision.
Yeah,
like they don't get to see the whole picture, like what you guys are really doing here.
Yeah, but it's mainly good feedback, good criticism. It's not, it's never negative, I don't find.
Yeah, it's
for the
always
most part.
positive. Yeah, it's just
good.
But for us, the key is leveling up.
And doing it again regardless. Like you said, it's still that middle finger, like, fuck you. I'm still doing it. You're going to see me next week. Next week after that, whatever. You know
exactly,
what I mean?
bro.
But it's part of business, right? Like, it's like...
For sure.
Like, you can give me criticism, but if I respond back to you and you take it the wrong way, that's your fault, not mine. I never said anything bad. I never said, like, you're a fucking idiot or this or that. I just said, yeah, that's cool. But then here's how we see it. And then if you don't like what we see, that's not our problem.
But the thing, even as you guys are content creators, the hardest thing is that you're in a business where, like, you got to keep it business, but you still have to have some form of emotion in the talk.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you have to have some sort of... So it's like, that little mix is fucking difficult sometimes. Because you're like, how do I keep it, like, business, but then I want to touch people at the same time, bro? And I feel that same way as a musician. Sometimes you want to just be able to be like, I want to do what I want to do. But then you realize there has to be, like, a little fine mixing up there, bro.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about adding like instruments when you're creating like your music, like, or you playing like a certain instrument?
Oh, I don't play anything, but 100%. Like, I have some new stuff coming out in a few of the projects where I have violins, choirs, and other things because we need that bigger sound. You know what I mean? It's just a growth thing. And personally, with me, I'm open to performing with a live band. So that's like one of the things I'm going to do. I'm on the bucket list.
I love when an artist performs with a live band, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like when it's like a hip hop artist and okay, hip hop, you're gonna be holding on the mic all night. But then again, you got a drummer in the back.
Yeah.
You got a guy with a guitar that's going on, like Freya's recent show, so that adds different elements to the whole performance and it gives it more
100%, man. Because it gets boring after a while, right? So you want to kind of like do something. You know you've done it a couple of times, but you want to give that person a fresh, new take on it every time, right? So, like, I notice a lot of the guys here, they'll rap, but they're rapping over their lyrics. Instead of, like, it's cool to rap. You have the overdubs on the record, but you're rapping a whole record when you're performing. Like, people are supposed to be seeing you grow and pay for you. Like, how? Like, they want to see, like, oh, you get winded. If you mess up, you mess up.
Yeah, 100%.
That's interesting.
Favorite producer of all time?
Wow. That's a huge one right now. Favorite producer of all time? God. Lee.
There's a lot of greats out there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to say Pharrell. And why I'm going to say Pharrell is because Pharrell can just make anything. Like that Justin Timberlake-ish. You can bring Pusha T, Jay-Z, Beyonce, anybody
John
he
Legend,
works with.
like
it's endless.
Fire.
And the fact, like, you know, I don't know, just coming up, the sounds were so different than everyone else. So Pharrell for sure is somebody that I see as like an artist and producer that I would really, really like to work with. For sure.
That just proves my point even more.
Yeah.
His ability to go from here to here to here to here is just unmatched. Right?
Yeah.
So his creativity?
Yeah, I think he went from Justin Timberlake making that song. You just said he went to Pusha T to do like for him to be able to have that that flexibility of sound or understanding different things is unmatched. Like you can't compare that to anybody else. No,
Pharrell is like just one of those guys. Like
it puts him in a different category.
Icon, man, because everything he does is like iconic. Like he's done everything like one of one. It's like how do you step up to a guy who challenge? I think really he probably just challenges himself because that's the problem. Like you can make one song and it can sound the same way over and over again and just give someone else the record, right? Whereas he's like, I'm going to make these one of one specifically for you. I rate that.
Yeah,
honorable mention, producer Rise, Kanye West.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Kanye West.
Kanye may be going through something right now, but if we were to discredit his production, we would be lying. Like
we'd be lying. Bro,
yo,
early Kanye,
Dropout, like the trilogy,
late registration.
Yeah, like just the fact that he was able to go in so many different places because he really
808
changed.
Heartbeats.
The 808 really changed the sound of everything we hear now.
Because you remember when 50 and Kanye was doing this whole battle in 2007. And mind you, from 2000, not even from 99, 98, all the way to 2006, it was all about the long tees, the gangster rap, the 50 Cent, the Dipset, the Jewel Santana, the
100%.
50 Cent, G-Unit. It was all about that.
Baggy shit.
It was all about that, right?
Yeah.
But when that battle happened, that was a monumental moment because there was a shift in hip hop. The backpack rappers came out of nowhere. Kanye was the polo wearing backpack rapper who came out of nowhere, and him by going against this gangster rap, 50 Cent, that guy that got shot 9 times. That you know what I mean?
But that beat was hard though. The one that Kanye dropped the Graduation because it was before I Self-Destruct. It was like he was battling. I was just like. I felt like 50 kind of got like a burnout. Like he has 2 sick, his first album and the mixtapes and like the second.
Massacre, everything. Yeah, it was fire. Fire.
But you get burnt out, right? Because he didn't take a rest. Like he's putting out mere mixtape because that was mixtape time too, right?
Exactly.
So like Kanye ain't doing that.
But what I feel like, that's what I'm saying. Like hip hop always kind of like has to kind of shift every decade or so, right?
Big facts.
So Kanye going against 50, that literally had that crazy like paradigm shift where like and then that allowed the Wiz Khalifa, the Drakes, you know what I mean, like all these new age rappers, and then like even them now they're starting like that whole like melodic it's switching now. Now it's becoming like a whole new wave where it's like you're getting the sexy drill, you know, all types of baggy pants. So it's like
the last guy I thought was really gonna do it was Juice WRLD. Like, before Juice WRLD died, like, just the fact that he had the ability to make, like, rap records and then pop records, rock and roll records, it was just kind of like, that's what this generation is used to is just that mix up.
Yeah.
There's no longer, it's genreless. There's like no more walls.
Yeah.
Before there used to be walls. Oh, this is rock, this is that. And he was like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want. So like he was the last one who did it really well.
Yeah, he did it really well. He like, you know, unfortunately he died young. You know, it's fucking sad. You know,
Yeah, man. Very sad,
dying,
man. Yeah,
Fuck.
man.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of your health, man. That's why
Yeah.
Rich Diet, we're
100%.
all about the wellness. We're all about that motivation,
Exactly.
uplifting, you know, the mind.
For sure.
It's all about thinking vibrant.
Yeah,
Zico's favorite question.
Wait, 2 questions though, because I have
okay.
to ask this one because I keep seeing it on Instagram.
All right.
What the fuck is this? 100 men versus 1 bear thing.
One
What is
gorilla?
Gorilla, 100 men versus one
One
gorilla.
or gorilla, or whatever.
Yo, I'm
it
not
was.
trying to get in the grips of the gorilla. The first thing I thought to myself was click clack. Like I wasn't gonna run. I'm not running up to the gorilla to try to fight a gorilla. The gorilla's D's.
It's
got
silverback
grips.
gorilla, bro.
Yo,
Come
that
on.
catch you, you're gonna get your
You're
neck
done.
crushed.
You're
Like
done.
yo,
Where did this come from?
I don't know. Like,
Oh,
God,
you know
This is some wild shit, bro.
Bro, I'm like, I'm one day I'm like, I see my timeline. And I love, it fucked up my timeline because my timeline is all dark humor. You know this.
Yeah, this
I
guy's
send
all
this guy
about the
some
dark
fucked
humor.
up shit, not fucked up, but just funny shit.
It's always fucked up.
And so I'm scrolling. I'm like, what the fuck is this? 100. I'm hoping to see like 100 men get beat up by a gorilla or something, right?
I
Damn.
think
my
it was just
feed.
one of those internet trends. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
people ask. It's like, you know, when that dress, oh, is this dress white or blue? Everyone's like, oh,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
blue
yeah.
dress.
I
No,
remember
that's
that.
it's like a thing. It's a fucking phase, bro. Internet shit.
Yeah, I'm not playing with no gorilla, man.
But
Honestly,
you're
I'm
not fighting a gorilla, nah.
You 100 of you wouldn't want to fight
Hell
one.
nah, bro.
Y'all
Why?
just sit at the back, wait for the whole 99
Bro. You think it's
gonna get
fucked up and
tired?
run away.
You think it's gonna get tired?
Like I said, if you ain't got the click clack, bro, you better
No, I'm
sit
having
your
a
ass-
hunter's rifle.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
gotta
yo,
have- I gotta
I got a
have
taser, whatever. I help
Bro.
you out with that.
12 gauge deer slug, fucking.
Yeah,
trying
you're
to
not
knock
catching
them
me too
bitch.
close to the
Yeah.
proximity.
What
Nah.
about those guys in Russia that fight that like play with bears? Would you fight a bear?
Yo,
Those guys are
I
different.
cannot. Nah. After I saw that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where we fought the bear,
Okay.
I am not fighting no bear, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
Bears are-
good.
Would you
Vicious.
fight a bear?
I mean, if my life was on the line and I had no
Yeah.
choice,
Oh, 100%.
I'm,
We gotta
I'm
do
doing
that.
what I gotta do, bro.
Yeah,
but like,
okay,
I'm like,
I'm Usain Bolting out of the
Yeah,
spot. I'm
yeah.
like catching my. I'm
yo,
breaking records
okay,
right
would you
there.
fight a cocaine bear?
Fuck no.
No
I would fight
way.
a sober bear.
You seen that movie? Cocaine
Nah, but I heard
Bear?
about
Yeah.
that, bro. The high
that
off
a
the
true
coke.
story?
Oh, God.
Yeah, bro, it's a true story. They're playing fucking
Drop bricks, right?
yeah,
They-
drop bricks in the wilderness somewhere in Oregon.
Yeah.
And then it was around like these
Yo,
guys'
that's
cabin.
crazy.
That's
The bear
Funny.
found the cocaine and got addicted to it.
Zooked off the coke. Oh,
And then the
my
guys
God.
that dropped the bricks were looking for it, and then the bear's like, "That's my cocaine."
Oh shit.
Nah, I'm good. Bears are.
Yeah.
I think
And
those
none of them
guys
had the
in Russia though.
click-clack?
No, those guys in Russia have a relationship with their bears.
Yeah,
They know
yeah.
their bears. They're like, yo, homie,
Yeah.
like, but I don't have a
They
name.
fucking have vodka.
Yeah, they have a name for their bear,
Stolzy or
everything. You know what I'm
whatever it's
saying?
called.
Yo, come. Oh, yeah, Stoli.
Stoli.
Shout out Stoli. Stoli's the good vodka.
So our favorite question
Let's go.
is, what are 5 things you cannot live without in Toronto? In Toronto.
In Toronto, I'm gonna start off with one because I'm like I'm a book guy, so I like
Okay.
books. So there's a
Sick.
store called B.M.V.
Oh,
Business
downtown.
Music Videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have them all located out there. So I need those because those
Okay,
places.
okay.
I'm a knowledge head. I'm always trying to find references, so books are extremely
Interesting.
important.
Yeah.
to
I
me.
love that.
That's cool. Yeah.
I would say honestly, Eglinton West Strip because the food is the sickest there. Like I've been in, I'm from Scarborough, and I'm saying like the best food is probably down in the West End.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when it comes to like West Indian food, you want to get
Culture,
some
Caribbean
real food
food.
and culture. Yeah, I need to
Eglinton.
come
Funny,
to Egg
everybody
West.
says that. Egg
You
West.
have to.
Egg
I know,
West.
it's
Alright,
a
so that's
fact.
number
Yeah.
2. Number 3 for me would be Trinity Bellwoods. I love
Trinity
that
Bellwoods,
part. During
really,
the
eh?
summertime,
Yeah, you're right.
that's one of the best
It's a-
places
yeah,
to go if you want to
yeah.
go bool out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Go to
Yeah.
dogs or
Beers.
see some new friends. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Trinity Bellwoods, 100%.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
vibe. They got the whole
It
cherry
is.
blossom thing going on there right now.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always a vibe there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Thinking about some other stuff.
Number
You got 2 more.
Number
You got
4.
2 more. Yeah.
All right. Number 4. My barber, man. Like, shout out
Shout
to
out to
barbers
the
like
barber.
Scarborough Bar. You gotta act, yo, that's like
Yeah.
next to like your girl, that's the closest person that gets to like
Get to
touch
know
your hair.
you
You don't let
personally,
nobody
yeah.
touch your hair. You're like,
Oh,
yo,
man,
this is
that's
my
hilarious.
homie. And you know, the thing is, I've known my barber since I was probably like in high school or whatever, bro. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like, you always
So
want
you
to
have a
keep those same
relationship,
Yeah,
yeah.
you ain't going nowhere.
That's
I lost
awesome.
mad girls. I keep the same barbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a mad fact.
And you can't cheat on your barber.
No.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't want to go.
Damn, I hope he
My
doesn't
barber's
watch
gonna
this.
hate me right now, but yo, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to get you, so you know I got love for you,
Yeah.
but I gotta keep fresh.
Yeah.
And the last one, oh man, I would say like I like the Blue Jays games, man. Like I really like when it comes to the sports. Whether it be Raptors, sometimes, unfortunately, our structure, we ain't winning, but
Yeah.
the heart that we come out there with,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. That energy of coming out there and rooting for your team, regardless
yeah.
if we lose or not, I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
yeah,
That
yeah.
feeling is
Do
great.
you experience the Blue Jays in the 500 section or
Nah, the lower, man.
have you been to the 500 section?
Nah, but I heard it's
What?
crazy.
Yo,
I heard those are
it's-
the people who are going insane.
If you want to drink, like what people do is they'll buy like the cheap ticket to go to the 500 level.
Mm-hmm.
They're just and it's like you know, mature young to older people just hanging out having
It's
a
the crash
beer,
outs.
just
The
no,
crash
no
outs.
crash out. It's like
No
Vibes,
way.
screaming
it's,
out that.
yeah, bro. It's like
Yeah.
people. It's like if you want to network, you could probably network up there.
Yo,
too.
probably.
I don't know if I
100%.
want to be up that high. In 500, bro, that's kind of high, bro.
Are you afraid of heights? Is that why?
No, I'm not afraid of height, but I'm like, fuck,
Bro, you
bro,
don't
I
go to
can't even
baseball
see
to
the
watch the
fucking guy
baseball
pitching the
game.
ball.
Nah, you don't watch baseball. Baseball is like it's so slow.
is
So that's
slow.
why
It is
people
so
sit up in the.
You gotta
500.
love the game to watch it, because it's like,
Yeah.
yo,
Especially at
after
a
a while-
500.
Yo,
But that's why. So they sit up there because then nobody down there could hear them
True,
who
true.
really want to
Yeah,
watch
they're
the
screaming.
game,
You're right. You're right.
And so it's like they're just having a good time. They're heckling.
That's
They're
dope.
they're fucking making fun of each other. They're
True,
partying.
true,
they're
true.
drinking. You
That's
Bro,
know?
dope.
we went to TFC recently, and I felt like I was in the
TFC's
500.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
sporting events. If I was to say number 5, TFC, Raptors,
Yeah.
Leafs. If you can go to a game, Argos, doesn't
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
what the game is.
Toronto
Yo, you're gonna
team.
get an energy.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
a feeling.
yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if you don't rate for that team, you're like, yo, I had a good time.
Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you
Coming
too.
by,
Yeah, yeah.
dropping some gems, some game.
Love
You know what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
looking
yeah.
forward to, like, you know, the music, you know, the growth,
Yep.
Appreciate
all of the
that,
good
man.
stuff. You know, we're going to have a network volume 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's do
We're
it. Let's
cooking
do
that
it.
up.
Going.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta
Maybe we
keep
can
doing
have
it.
you, you know, perform a few
That would be
tracks.
dope.
You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Do you have any concerts coming up or anything? that you're
Honestly,
gonna do
that's
to
the next thing
perform?
I'm working on is just a live show. I want
Live
to do my
show,
first
dope,
show,
dope,
my
dope.
headliner show. So that's the
Make sure
focus
you
right
get
now.
a drummer or something. You know?
Oh, I'm
Make
gonna
the
have a little bit of
experience-
something like
Yeah,
that. Believe
yeah,
you
yeah.
me,
Make the
just gotta just keep
experience,
it on the
you
reps.
know?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Full blast. Exactly.
Gotta do it.
man.
Gotta do it, man. I
Yes.
appreciate y'all. Richdiet, you know, you're giving us the nutrients and the vitamins. Pause. You know what I mean?
Pause,
You gotta
yeah.
hold it down. You know what I
But
mean?
nah, that's the vibe.
We
And
giving
that's
the
the thing.
vibes.
Every time people hear Rich Diet, it's like, what is it about? Your
Yeah.
nutritions and diet?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nah, it's a mindset thing.
And that's
It's
the most
everything.
important thing, man, is that mindset, man. So being
Yep.
in the room with you gentlemen, I'm definitely, I appreciate the time and the space for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
And let's
man.
get it, man. And I wish you guys
Yeah.
the most success in your endeavors.
Yeah, like-
100%.
likewise,
For
yeah.
the people that want to tap in, follow with you, you might as well go shout out your social.
Yeah, let me do that, man.
let them know.
You can reach me at Jovi's Good, so that's JOVISGOOD. That's mainly where you can find me, or you can find me on Facebook if you use it. It's
Shout out
Don
to the
Von
Facebook.
Jovi, you know what I mean? Like Don Von Jovi, so that's DONVON.
Oh, like Bon Jovi, but with
yeah,
the D.
Yeah, because my name is Donovan. So like I was
Oh,
like, yo,
sick.
I didn't even get to tell you the story of how I got that name, but maybe we'll do a part 2 of this, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
yeah.
Tell us,
you
tell
tell
us.
us right
I
now.
got you.
Everyone wants to
Yo,
know.
honestly, I used to go by Donnie Castro, which was like a name that like a lot of people were like, yo, you're rapping by Castro. I went to New York and I met some dude who was a DJ for Hot 97, DJ Camilo. I met him through my mentor. And he was like, Castro, I think I know you. And I'm like, nah, you don't know me, you know? So I was like, I got to figure out a name. So we're in New York. I'm like, I got to figure out a name. So we go down to Times Square. And I'm chilling in this area, and a bunch of these girls just come up to me, I guess. I don't know why, but they came up to me like, who are you? Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. my brother was like, yo, you're a rock star right now. So you're moving like you're Bon Jovi. I'm like, nah, I'm Don Bon Jovi. That's what I said. They're like, yo, that's a sick name. And it shit stuck. Like, I didn't, you know how it goes. Like, you put out something, but you never get a chance to really, like, this is my nickname. Someone else called me that. That's how I got that shit. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. We definitely gonna have to put that in the beginning of the pod.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
That's awesome.
That's a sick name, Bon Jovi, Don Jovi.
Yo, because it was like I wanted to be more than just a rapper. Because like you were saying, it's like there's so much people who just I rap and I'm the streets and all.
That's it,
bro. Like, you know, I'm one of those guys who's like, I have that base where I can tell you that, but I want to be bigger than that. And I think we should be bigger than that. You know what I mean? So like, let's aim higher. Like you said, let's aim higher. Let's aim as high as we can, man.
Let's think outside the box.
Exactly. Let's break the ceiling.
100%, man.
For sure. Oh,
yeah, Mr. Jovi.
Mr. Jovi himself. We're going to put his socials in the description.
Yeah, tap in with me. Hit me up through DM. Check my project out.
Hell yeah, Airbnb.
Airbnb. It's on Bandcamp, and URL is airheadrecordings.bandcamp.com. Should be on DSP there, and I got some new stuff coming on the way, so look out for that.
Dope. You got to send us the link when you drop that.
You guys are the first ones I got.
100%.
Let's do it.
We appreciate you guys for tapping in, watching Richdiet Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share.
All that good stuff.
All that good stuff. Send it to a friend, you know?
Yeah.
And tell
a friend to tell a friend.
You know
That's what I'm saying.
That's how it gets around.
You gotta share that. Share the goodness.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Number game. I'm your host, Aaron Bills.
Zico, you already know.
Till next time, peace and love. We out.
Peace.